Welcome to Old School Vegan.
We're going to prepare sustainable plant-based meals the old school way.
We're going to take you back to the day when diet was relied upon for health and healing.
Using fresh fruits, vegetables, herbs, spices, and clean water.
We will prepare foods using organic whole ingredients that are locally sourced and in season. Meals are prepared from scratch using preparation methods such as soaking, sprouting, and fermenting for optimal nutrition, digestion, and assimilation.
With over 30 years of experience preparing raw and cooked plant-based meals, we will demonstrate the proper way of making meals that are tasty and balanced,
saving you time and energy and sparking creativity and confidence. Discover how simple and delicious it is to make vegan meals a staple in your lifestyle. Welcome to Old School Vegan. Today we will be making essential staples, foods that you can't live without, such as mayonnaise, a tomato sauce that you can also use as a ketchup or as a pizza sauce, and a yogurt. So let's get started with the mayonnaise. We start with cashews. In earlier sessions, we showed you how to soak your cashews. So you start with 1 1/2 cups of soaked cashews, and that will yield you about 2 cups. Then you want to have 2 garlic cloves, a tablespoon of capers, a teaspoon of sea salt, 3 dates. I have them soaking in a little bit of warm water, and we just want to make sure you take the pits out, so just check for that. And these are already pitted. And then we have some apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of that. And then we just need a little bit of water. Just to cover. And then we're just going to blend until that's creamy. Once we get that to a creamy consistency, you can see it's nice and thick and looks mayonnaise-y. We want to just drizzle in our oil. So I'm going to use some avocado oil, and I'm going to drizzle in about a cup of the avocado oil. So I'll turn the blender on low and then drizzle that in. And there you have a nice creamy mayonnaise. And look how creamy that is. All right, so let's see what it tastes like. Oh, it's very delicious. It really tastes like mayonnaise. So this will be a great addition to adding it on your salads. You can make a broccoli salad or your carrot raisin salads, add it to your burgers. And you can also add other things to this mayonnaise, such as mustard and pickles, and make more of a relish. So here we are, our wonderful, smooth and creamy mayonnaise.
Welcome back to Old School Vegan. We're going to make our tomato sauce, which you can use to make ketchup, pizza sauce, so many other things, tomato paste that you use tomato sauce with. So we're going to start off with some sun-dried tomatoes. And this is about a cup, depending on how much you want to make. We have a half an avocado, we're going to put a piece of a beet in it. This is just to give it color. And about that big. And you can add more if you want more of a red sauce. And again, even though you might have pitted dates, check them for pits. And I'm putting 5 dates in there in our blender. Some basil, fresh basil, about 4 or 5 leaves. Half of a bell pepper. And just coarsely chopping it so you don't have chunks floating around in your sauce. This is going to yield about 12 to 16 ounces. Half of an onion. And again, we're coarsely chopping it because the blender will do the rest. Making your staples gives you a lot of leeway and time when you're making food to do other things. So there's our half of an onion. And we're going to put a little salt in it. Just about a half a teaspoon. We're going to blend this up. Going to add a little water and add more if we need it. So just about half a cup of water to start to get the blending going. Then we'll blend this. Then we'll taste it. Always taste your food to make sure it's balanced. That's really good. This is our base for all the tomato sauce needs. And you can see that made about almost 16 ounces. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to show you how to make a basic yogurt using Rejuvelac. The meat from one young Thai coconut, and I've already opened it and extracted the water. So just going to take a cake spatula to extract the meat and make sure you get all of the shavings of the husk. And a squeeze of lemon. And you're going to get the juice from 1.5 lemons, but let's start off with 1. Blend it and taste it. This is a good way to get some good healthy bacteria, lactobacilli, into your gut. We're going to blend this up. Healthy gut is a healthy you. If you choose, you can add some sweetener. You just want to make sure it's blended creamy. Now I can see that we had a little too much liquid. Sometimes the water in the coconut from the coconut is saturated in the coconut meat. So we're just going to adjust that by putting a little bit more coconut meat in it. So I'm going to open a coconut, about 4 hits with a cleaver or a knife. That's about 5 or 6 hits, I know. Use the tip of it to open it up and extract the meat. This is a really thick one, so this should help us with adjusting the thickness of our yogurt. And this should be a big enough piece to adjust that. Just going to get one more piece. Just cleaning off the tamper so that those pieces that didn't quite blend will get in there. One more go. And there's your yogurt. Look at that. It's creamy, thick, and you can put this over cereal. You can eat it as it is. You can have it over fruit, any way you like. It's quite yogurty. If it's too sour for you, which yogurts are meant to be, you can add a little sweetener of your choice just to balance out, make it to your liking. Okay, so here are our essential staples that we've made from scratch.
And we have our mayonnaise that's made with soaked cashews. And if you didn't want to use cashews, you could use sunflower seeds. You just want to make sure that you soak them and sprout them first.
And we have our yogurt, which if it's too thin or too thick for you, make adjustments accordingly, adding more coconut meat or less water or more water, whatever you choose, whatever is needed.
And we have our base tomato sauce, which can be used as a tomato paste, can be used as a ketchup, or as a pizza sauce. We use this all the time in our cooking and raw food preparation. And the wonderful thing about all of this is that it will last a long time in the refrigerator because it's full of enzymes, and enzymes help to keep food fresh.
Thanks for joining us on
Old School Vegan.
Hit the like button and subscribe
To Old School
Vegan.